This week we're going to make spaghetti with the Yeti. So you'll be creating your own plate of 3D spaghetti out of construction paper or yarn. Really, you can use whatever you want, but I do want to see a plate with some delicious spaghetti on it. So keep following along. I'll show you how I made it, and then click the next video to watch the book and learn more about little George who wants to meet the Yeti. Have a great week. Don't forget to post to the discussion. Bye. So after we've read Spaghetti with the Yeti, and we learned all about poor George, who is trying to take dinner to the Yeti, we're going to make our own spaghetti. And you can eat it with a Yeti or not. The first thing you're going to want to do is make a plate. Now, you can trace a circle if you want. You can find a big circle and trace it so that you have a perfect plate, or you can just kind of guess at what a circle plate would be like. If you want, you could do 2 lines. And if you have time, you could always put little decorations around the bowl if you want. Oh, look, that's pretty. You can make some nice china if you want. If you have time, you can do that. If you don't, that's fine too. On one side, I want you to add a fork. Now, a fork should be pretty easy. You can either cut it out of construction paper or you can draw it. It's up to you, okay? I'm going to just draw mine. One of the samples that I have on the bottom of the page here does have a cutout of a fork of construction paper, so you can do that too. I like to eat my spaghetti with a spoon and a fork. I have 2 Italian uncles. One says you eat your spaghetti with a spoon and a fork, and one says never use a spoon. Oh my goodness, why would you do that? So it's really up to you, I guess, right guys? So after you have that, you have a couple of choices. For your spaghetti noodles, if you have any yarn, you can do that. Just cut a bunch of pieces and then glue it down on your plate so you have a nice bowl of delicious spaghetti. If you do not have yarn, that's okay. I have just a piece of yellow construction paper. You could also use orange, I think would make a nice pasta, so it's up to you. You could use a brown, whatever color you have. All right, and I'm going to cut skinny pieces. This is about the size of a fettuccine, which is my favorite pasta. And I'm going to cut a few pieces, and you're going to think, okay, well, it's very straight, and that's okay. You can glue them down straight if you want, or I like to curl them, and I just hold them in my hand, and I pull it tight, and see how it starts to curl up, so that I have kind of wavy spaghetti. There we go. Kind of the same way that you would curl a ribbon for a present. All right. Get those all curled and fancy however you want them. Get them on your plate. You get your spaghetti. And you can have them coming up like this. See how this is kind of 3D? And I could just glue that part. You could have it flat. It's up to you. How much pasta do you want? You decide. If you want to make some meatballs, you can use puff balls. If you have some puffy yarn balls, you can cut circles out of construction paper. There's a nice meatball. You could always take a piece and roll it up into a ball, so it's like a more of a 3D meatball. Okay, I'm gonna crunch it up, undo it, crunch it up again, so it's a real soft meatball. There we go. Oh, that looks delicious. And you can also add some sauce if you want to add some sauce with the red. It's up to you how you want to do it. Get all your spaghetti stuff put together, get it on your plate, and you're going to use white glue because the other kind of glue just does not hold it down very well. So I always like to use white glue when I'm working, if that is an option. So I'm going to put some glue and try and get my spaghetti to stick. And it might take a little while. That's okay, I've got time. And if you want, you can color your silverware. You can color your plate. It's up to you. Have fun with it. I can't wait to see what you guys make.